Hello, say Charat. What about those difficult times that just overwhelm us and make us want to quit everything and cry like a baby? Here are 3 steps that you can take to overcome those difficult times. Number 1 is to reframe, and we have already covered this one before, but it's such an important concept. Let's see it again because it changes how we view things. Today we will look at the difficult times as a challenge to improve our inner strength, our resourcefulness. How? By examining the whole situation and then setting some small goals. The idea here is not to set audacious goals, but rather to get moving and re-establish power over our lives. So then write down 2 or 3 small and simple goals that you can achieve easily. And if they're specific and measurable, you will clearly recognize when you have achieved them. And as you reach one goal after another, you will see that you're an agent who can influence the future, and then your strength returns. Accomplishing your goals will make you feel so much better. Another reframe is from a timeline perspective. When you're stuck in a pit of despair, it is easy to forget all the good memories. They seem so far away, as if they happened to a person who you no longer feel you can be. Suddenly you remember the song lyric. Suddenly I'm not half the man I used to be. Something like that, right? Well, take your time to think about your best self and all those positive events. Use this information to reframe your situation so you can contemplate it from another perspective. Another timeline reframe is to consider creating positive new memories in the future, because the future is yet to happen. It is therefore absurd to assume that you're never going to be happy again or something like that. Things will certainly be different. So we need to reframe the whole situation as a building under construction, and we are the main builders. Idea number 2, invest in your relationships. To overcome difficult times, it is important that you surround yourself with people you love and who love you. We are social animals, and there is a mountain of research out there on how important social ties are for our integrity, for our emotional health. So be active. Invest in relationships that provide you the support you need. Whether it's coming from friends, family, coaches, health professionals, support groups, your local church, volunteering for social activities, anything that works for you. The right people will help you move on to the next stage of your life. Maybe you want them with you 24/7, or perhaps you need their help doing specific things like cooking or house cleaning. Be humble, ask for help, and accept the help when it comes. Pay special attention if you start playing the "oh no, don't worry about me, everything's okay, thanks" type of game. Instead of that, express your gratitude for their friendship and their commitment, because having them around will be a blessing when you need them to help you out. Now, about social life, respect your own limits. The reasonable people around you will tell it's okay if you're not comfortable participating in group events. That advice is great and also helpful up to a point. So always understand yourself and keep a good balance. Step number 3, create a journal with positive insights. If you find that you're feeling really blue and you want a distraction from the difficult times, try to look at your situation objectively. Be careful to avoid the blaming voice, and judging yourself or other people in a negative way will not be of much help. Instead of that, try to isolate the events that have happened and the reactions they caused. Break it down so you may be able to see where you could have reacted better, or perhaps you could have done something that could have resulted in a much better outcome. These little realizations are those positive insights to be written down in your journal, which will be a great resource to help you overcome the difficult times in the future. The journal can always remind you what not to do, or you can read it again about what worked well. No one wants to go through hard times, but they are unavoidable, so you may as well learn something from them, right? So when we are overwhelmed and need to overcome difficult times, we need to reframe the whole situation and see it from a different point of view. Create small, attainable, measurable goals, and then regain the power over our future. Invest in our relationships. Be humble. Ask for help. Accept the help. Create a journal with positive insights. Subscribe to this channel. With all these tips in mind, you will start to make your way through the darkness and come back to a place where you belong.